Abra-bodabra! Let's make a table floral scape for Christmas in July. I'm going to be using a piece of driftwood that I found on a nature walk the other day, 2 Dollar Tree trees, and some old Christmas ornaments, scraps from my Christmas ornaments, and Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby products. You use what you have. All this is going to be one of a kind. You'll never find what I've used because I don't know where I got it. These trees are very sparse and skimpy. A lot of people use 2. There it is. They use 2 of those and put them together to make one nice one. Not me. I wrapped it with garland and then I added those star fairy lights. Now I'm cutting up bushes that I got from Dollar Tree and had on hand, and I'm going to add those to my tree. Wait for it. There it is. All I did was push them in. I did not hot glue them in. The only thing hot glued is the trees to the driftwood. There's how I did it. Now you do it however you decorate a tree, and I used the little top hats from Dollar Tree to use them as tree toppers. So far this is what we have before we add the bows, and this is one of the bows, one of 2 we're going to be making. Did I mention they're lighted bows? I took 1 rope fairy light and I'm going to make 2 bows out of it without cutting it. So I've detached the ribbons from the bows, but I'm going to leave the lights attached. And I'm going to just leave enough room there to make it go between the 2 bows. Now I'm going to load my bodabra up with bodabra wire and a zip tie. And if you're watching this on certain platforms, it may be broken up into 3 parts, but it should be in the middle part. If not, just keep watching on the platform that's made it all one video. I'm adding some evergreens from my Christmas stash, some Dollar Tree flowers, Dollar Tree bushes, 4th of July ribbon, probably from last year, and I'll be using some Christmas ribbon. As you can see, they are scrap ribbon. They're not big pieces or solid rolls, so I'm just making loops with some dovetail ends, and I'm going back and forth, rotating where I put the loop and streamers opposite of each other each time I place one down in there. I used my Christmas ribbon as a streamer because it does say Merry Christmas. There's some raffia, and then we're going to finish up in the next segment. Alright, we're back on the second segment of making this bodabra bow for our Christmas in July floral table scape. I'm on the part now where I'm using the other end of the fairy lights that are on a rope. I had 2 bows I wanted, but I only had 1 strand of lights, so I had to make it work because I don't know where I bought the lights, but I really like them. So I am having to use this strip and go back and forth till I get 3 loops on each side. So I'm going loop, loop, loop down into the crack of the bodabra until I get to the end of the rope. I'm going to add that sunflower as an added touch, and it'll also blend the bows in with the tops of the Christmas trees. Here's the hack I wanted to show you. I have a zip tie there. So what's special about that? You do that all the time. Well, let me tell you, I've got a large bundle of a bow there, and I do have a bodabra wire in there, but I don't want to put that much stress on it. I want to make it nice and sturdy so it doesn't fall apart on my dinner table. So I'm going to tie it nice and tight with that zip tie. Once I get it extremely tight, I'm going to pull the bodabra wire up and I'm going to wrap it around and tie it tight. The purpose of having both is now I have something to hang my bow to the base of the Christmas tree with. I don't have to worry about it flopping around or finding another way to secure it, and I use minimal hot glue. So this works perfect for me. So once I clean it up, fluff it up, straighten it up, tighten it up a little more, I'm going to place it at the base of the tree. Alright, so the first bow is right there, and on the opposite side I place the other bow. They have enough of that light, that rope light in between, so they actually stretched and made it to each point. Now, this is a centerpiece, but it's not. It's a fake centerpiece. The centerpiece is the same all the way around. This is very similar all the way around. And you want it straight down the middle of the table as much as you can. Normally I use a larger table. I didn't have that to demonstrate this, but there are some other Santa Claus and some other things. I added a nutcracker to blend in, and I put fairy lights on them to give you the idea of what all you could run together with this. Yeah, normally it'd be on a larger table. And on those 3 burners, I do have a tutorial up for those already. It was $6 from the Dollar Tree with some rocks I found. All right, we're on our 3rd segment and our second way to make this Christmas in July table scape. I'm using a strip of chicken wire here, and I have the prongs facing up so they don't catch on the tablecloth or anybody. Now I've got the stands back on the Christmas trees. I have them underneath the chicken wire. Now I'm gonna tie the bows to the ends of the trees, or the bottoms, and I'm gonna have those spiller flowers go from end to end, facing each end of the table. And then I'm gonna start filling in that chicken wire and decorating between the trees and around the trees. Once you get those bows in place, you'll start adding your sprays. I've got picks. I have a pick of fireworks for one and a spray of stars for the others. I'm gonna weave their stems through the chicken wire like this. I'm going to go to the opposite end with my spray of stars. Now you're going to want to cover those areas. So I will use ornaments. I'll zip tie the ornaments to the chicken wire, and I will also use loose flowers, and I will weave their stems through the chicken wire as well. I've got this star from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use it to hold the flag, and that spray of red curly glitter. Some of them fell off, so I put them in the treetops. And for the treetop, bend the treetop top branch over and just place one of those hats on it. And here's where I'm going to cover up some more work. I did have some of the evergreen I worked in around the star. Yeah, just weave them in, hide those holes and those battery packs. Just keep going until you're happy with it. There's no rhyme or reason, and nobody's gonna have what I'm using, so whatever you have, make it happen. Decorate that tree like we did, just placing the flowers in there, unless you want to glue them, but I don't use very much hot glue. There you have it. You're ready for Christmas in July. I'm Joette, a member of the Bodabra design team. Thank you for watching.